First mistake, I didn't do a lot of research as to how expensive school was. I slept on the floor. In a college dorm of my two best friends, I was miserable. I lost a lot of weight. It was a nasty time in my life. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I am Omeezy, aka Brother Omar, aka Womar, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you share. Without any further ado, we'll get right in the video. So first, I want to give a couple of special shout outs. First, I want to give a special shout out to the Kid Design, my thumbnail maker, very special man. I mean, as you can tell, all the thumbnails are fire, so I really wanted to shout him out. And the next shout out I want to give is to Ricky Williams. Much love coming from my side. So today's topic I want to talk about is why I have beef with a near and dear friend of mine. I mean, I love him to death, but I got some issues with him. That's right, I've got beef with Agent. And, you know, me and Agent get on the podcast and we agree and we disagree, but there's some things that I just really have to get off my chest that I just don't agree with him at all about. He actually made a YouTube video about it a while ago, and I just wanted to share my experience and tell you all why I have beef with Agent. When I first graduated high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had a lot of interest, had a lot of passions, but still had no direction. So I went and got a job. Took some time, figured some things out. From there, I'd hopped into school. So the school I decided to attend was the University of West Georgia, and my friends were all there. So naturally, it was the best decision for me to go there, right? Wrong. While I was there, I had a lot of trouble. First mistake, I didn't do a lot of research as to how expensive school was. So I ended up owing a lot of money. We're talking about a lot of money. A lot of money. And I had no way to get that money. And I had a big amount of pride. So naturally what I did was suck it up, go home, and face the consequences of me thinking that I knew what my best decisions were. Psych! I slept on the floor. In a college dorm of my two best friends, I was miserable. I survived off ramen noodles. We didn't even have hot water to make the ramen noodles. I was eating dry ramen noodles with the sauce packet. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. It was terrible. I lost a lot of weight. I got a lot of anxieties. I started to get even depressed. It was a nasty time in my life. And I know what you all are thinking.
Well, Omar, why didn't you drop out of school?
I knew school is what I wanted to do. I knew school is what I wanted to be. I thought I wanted to be a dentist. But so what I did at the end of the semester is I came back home and I decided that I'm going to take a little bit more time to figure out what I wanted to do before jumping back into school. The semester goes by and I decided to jump into a school close by to my house where I could stay at home and still go to school. Because to be quite honest with you, you'll never have enough money to go to school. You're a broke college student. You won't have the funds to do all these things that you want to do. And I'm a person, I like to do a lot of things. I like to eat good. I like to travel. I like to buy fancy shoes. So I had to cut as much cost out from staying on campus as possible. So I stayed at home with my mom. To this day, I'm still at home and I'm still going to school and it's working out. While I was in school this time, however, I was really playing around. My grades suffered, my GPA was terrible, financial aid got cut off. I started to get involved with a lot of women, and that's a story for another time, but it was really crazy and it was really bad, and things just slipped and suffered till I got on probation from school. Now, if you don't know what probation is where they cut the amount of classes that you can take, cut your financial aid, and you'll have even less money. You need money to go to school, you need money to eat, you need money to live. All while that was happening, I was trying to find jobs, get a car, find a cell phone plan that worked out for me, pay different bills. Like I said, got caught up with a lot of women, plus my actual girlfriend. So with all those things combined, money was the factor. This is the thing that I feel like Agent didn't talk about in his video. And this brings me to my point. I have beef with Agent in his college video. His college video let you all know some things that were bad about college and made it seem like, oh, well, if you're struggling, go ahead and drop out. I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. I made a statement on Twitter the other day saying, oh man, I might have to quit my job because school and all these other things are starting to take away from me focusing in other aspects. And a lot of y'all in the comments said, oh well, you might as well take Agent's advice and drop out. Drop out is not the only option, and I'm here to tell you guys that now. There are a lot of different options besides dropping out. You can cut finances, find a new career path, take breaks, all that stuff. But dropping out is not the only option. Sure, if you have passion and you have something that you're good at and you have ambition, go ahead, drop out. Once you're successful at something, there's no need to force yourself to go through college to make other people happy. Sorry, I needed to take a little quick water break. There's no reason to continue college if you found something that you're good at and passionate about. YouTube was taking off for Agent, and he decided I'm gonna stick with that. But the main thing is, if that's not you, stick with it. Push through. At the end of your journey, you'll be so much more grateful for what you did then tomorrow. So let me hop back into my story. I was playing around, got on probation, and had to take another little break from school because things just weren't working out, and I didn't want to do the dentistry thing anymore. So I took some more time to figure out what I wanted to do, you know, what avenues I had, what options I had. And from there, I decided that I really like computers and got into computer science. See, there's another thing that Agent didn't stress. You don't only have to be a doctor or a lawyer or a cardiovascular surgeon or this grand thing to make good money in school. People with computer science degrees make a lot of money. Now, I do agree with him when he said you can learn a bunch of things on the internet for free, like editing, like programming, like coding, all these different things. But sometimes school gives you this different understanding. And what he didn't stress there is school gives you this opportunity to make connections that you couldn't make while you're at home trying to learn these things on YouTube University. Sure, you can meet a bunch of people off of Twitter or 2K or Madden or whatever video game is out, but the personal connection that can be met from face-to-face interaction is timeless. I have friends from college that I'm still friends with to this day, and we haven't seen each other in months or years. And they also give you avenues and resources for different things like jobs once you get out of school. So with that being said, I'm pegged to graduate at the end of the year. I did take the advice of going to a junior college, so now I'm gonna graduate at the end of the year with an associate's degree and about a year left to get a bachelor's degree in computer science, one of the most highly sought after degrees. No, I don't want y'all to think that I'm smart because I have a computer science degree. Trust me. Chegg, Brainly, Google, every other internet resource out there known to man, calculators, all those things helped me out while I was in school. Because to be honest with you, that's the name of the game. Taking advantage of the resources that you have to get you to the place that you want to be. All that stuff in the book, like Agent said, nobody's gonna ask you the 3 P's of marketing. Nobody's ever gonna want to know that. But what they will want to know is what resources do you have or that you can tap into to get this assignment done. Trust me, I am a Chegg master. But yeah, man, the name of the game is taking on as little expenses as possible. Don't go out and get the fancy car or spend the whole refund check on a trip to Mexico or buying this whole brand new console or phone. Or I've done it all. Wasted a lot of money, wasted a lot of time, gained a lot of knowledge in the process. But hopefully this video that I'm making will help you not make the same mistakes I did. I promise you, I could have wasted a lot of headaches and tears and sleepless nights on cold floors, eating ramen noodles and stuff like that. There's even some stories about me and what I had to do to get a room at West Georgia, because sometimes my friends didn't want to see me that night. Yes, they do involve me, a young lady, and a long night, so I'll explain that story a little later on. I just want you guys to know that there's different routes and different avenues that you can take. And if you are stuck, take that time to breathe. Try different things. Agent said he tried out archery, community service, all these things. I've literally had 50 jobs since I've graduated from high school. Not because I just sucked at the jobs or I hated the places. It's because I wanted to try new things. I travel all the time through all parts of Atlanta just to try and experience different things. Trial and error is what's gonna get you to the end and be satisfied with your results. But I think that's gonna do it for me, man. Remember to drop any suggestions for videos that you wanna see, any things that you do, skills that you provide. I'm gonna get an editor Discord going. I'm gonna get a graphics design Discord going. I wanna try to do some Atlanta meetups, some small stuff. I do like to travel to the different parks around Atlanta if you are local to me, and we could do like a meetup and a basketball video or something like that. But anything that you wanna do. I saw somebody in my comments say that they do choreography, hip-hop choreography. I'll do it. Listen, I love to try new things. That's gonna do it for me, man. It's your boy, Brother Omar, signing out. Omeezy. I'll get you next time. Peace.